Alright guys, how's it going? It is Wednesday, the 12th of September 2018, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright, how's it going guys? Guess what, right? Wednesday the 12th of September, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means, guys? Right, come here, I'll tell you. Wednesday the 12th of September means it's not Thursday the 13th of September. And do you know the significance of the 13th of September? More important than Christ's birthday, it's fucking my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Yes. I made it to 44, guys, can you believe it? 40 years, not stuck. Hey, come on now. Come on, I've lost some weight, mate. You know what I'm saying, guys? Come on now. So what are you getting me? No, I didn't think you fucking would. Take cunts. Birthday boy tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Yeah, you know that. But listen, if you want to, treat me, you know what I mean? In the video description below, you can become a DKB.TV subscriber or a KopTalk member even. In fact, we've got a promotion on there today until midnight tonight. If you join the members website today, right, you get 50% off on an annual membership. That's right. And free DKB.TV for as long as you're a year, so at least a year. So it's worth up to 49 quid saving today. It's in the video description below. I'm in a good mood. It's only there until midnight though, because I'm tight as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go out tomorrow and have a right, you know what I mean, good party and that, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you get on board today while you can. Now then, what else do I want to tell you? Can you tell there's been nothing to talk about? The radio show, sports radio show is, I'm back on the sports radio show this weekend as the Three Pundits. It's called the Three Pundits Sports Show. We've left the other radio station because they're under new ownership, and while I was away in England they made some changes with the other two guys, you know, because I worked there for that show. While I was away they wanted to change it to be more commercial music radio, not as much talk, alright? You know what I'm saying, you know, I like to talk. Yeah, that's because you chat shit. I know, I chat shit, it's fine. That's fucking fine, but you're still watching, aren't you, you fucker? Anyway, so, cut long story short, when I came back from England, I said to the other two, I went, what do you mean there's been a change? Nah, I'm not having that. Nah, 12 minutes. If you're only talking 12 minutes in any 1 hour of a sports show, it's not a fucking sports show, is it? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had a meeting with them, told them that, no bad feelings or anything, and they were happy for us to stay and continue, but, you know what I mean, I was like, nah, you're alright. So we got two offers to go to two other radio stations, local radio stations, and we accepted one, finalised it this week, and we'll be back this Saturday on Radio 1 Benidorm. Alright, yeah, baby. So if you want to listen to the sports show, it's 1 o'clock UK time, alright, you can do it online. Go to www.radio1benidorm.es or go on the TuneIn app on Android and iPhone and search Radio 1 Benidorm. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so it might be a bit rusty this weekend because it's our first one. It's a new studio. We haven't got all the jingles and all that. But it's a good laugh, do you know what I mean? If you're on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, put the number 3 in and Pundits Media, 3 Pundits Media, give us a follow, and if you message during the show and shit like that, you know what I mean, I can read it out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right, what do you want to talk about? We've got all that shit out of the way. God, you know what, guys? It's this, you know, this international break. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I know I tell you that in all my videos, and I know you're like, yeah, whatever, chubs, we know what you fucking think. But it's shite. That England-Switzerland, was it even Switzerland? I don't even know. I put it on last night for what, 20 seconds or something? I was like, I put it on, honestly. There was it was a throw-in or something at the top of the pitch, and it was just like, the atmosphere was dull, it was miserable, and I was like, do you know what? I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surrounded by enough miserable fucking people as it is. You know what I mean? I don't need more. So yeah, I sacked it on the head. Interested in it, guys. World Cup, Euros, that's it. Fuck this stupid Nations tournament, they're calling it now, or some shit. And I think last night was a friendly. I don't know. I can't be asking you guys. Do you like your international foot? I don't. It's fucking shite, man. Shite. I'm only here to make a video for you because I know you miss me. I know you miss me. I know you might find that. I mean, if you're watching my videos and you don't like me and you're just stalking me, you might find that difficult to believe. But people love me. It's very true, you know. It's true. Yeah, I've gone insane as well during the international break. So all I'm looking forward to is this fucking the real football starting again at the weekend. I really, really am. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, it clashes with the sports show, but because it's the first one with the new people, I can't get out of it. So I'm taking my iPad and I'm going to have it rigged up in the studio. I will be watching the second half, I guess, in the studio. Yeah, I'm not missing that one. Have you got any thoughts about it, guys? Any thoughts? Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. Anyway, I've been reading everything I can about Liverpool. I've been looking at stuff. I've been trying to find stuff that's of interest for you. I did a video today about that Fekir, you know, Nabil Fekir on dkb.tv, www.dkb.tv. Go over there and see that. That's for the people that support me. But today I saw this thing about Stephen Warnock. He's been interviewed by Neil Jones at goal.com. Why Liverpool's greatest ever night drove me out of Anfield. Warnock reveals anguish between Champions League triumph. Now, do you remember much about Stephen Warnock? I remember him. Let me have a look. He played for Liverpool between 2002 and 2007. He made 40 league appearances by the sounds of things and one goal. He was a defender. And if I remember right, was he not a left back or something like that? I can't remember. He played as a defender. It doesn't say. I'm sure he played on the left side. I can't remember. It's a long time ago. I mean, you're talking there, aren't you? What are you talking? 16 years ago? Up to 11 years ago. Maybe we should know, really. Went out to Bradford on loan, then Coventry on loan, signed for Blackburn Rovers, then Villa, Bolton on loan, Leeds United, a couple of years there, made 64 appearances at Leeds. Derby County after that, Wigan Athletic on loan, then permanently at Wigan, and Burton Albion, Bradford City on loan. Capped twice by England, a bit of a journeyman. So if you were to look at his senior career statistics there, there's a really good interview. I think it's on goal.com under news, I was just skimming through it, and he talks about basically this is terrible, really, what this is. He's talking about the Champions League final, Istanbul and all that, and he says, I was supposed to be in the squad. The squad used to be put up on the board at Melwood, a squad of 18, and a couple of days before Istanbul the squad went up and I'm on the list. I've never got changed so quickly in my life. I got showered, got in the car, I was on the phone to everyone telling them I'm going to Istanbul in the squad for the Champions League final. I was over the moon. Then about 2 hours later I get a phone call from Paco, that was assistant manager to Rafa, saying they'd made a mistake on the list and that Josemi was instead going. It was instead of me, Josemi instead of me. I couldn't believe it. Can you imagine that, guys? That is fucking cruel, that. I mean, that is brutal, isn't it? Seriously. Let me think. Let me do some maths. 13. He'd have been 23 years of age then, I think. So, pretty wounded. And he also says, so it had happened to him before. He says, the worst thing for me was it had happened before, earlier in the season. We had been due to play Tottenham Anfield, and I was not on the squad list. I was due to report for training on the Saturday, and when I went out for a mate's birthday, on the Friday night, I got to Melwood, put my boots on to train, and the squad arrived for their pre-match walk. Rafa says, what are you doing? I told him I was training, and he told me I was starting against Tottenham. I had to tell him I'd been out the previous night, and he kicked off at me, saying I was unprofessional. We had a disagreement, and I ended up on the bench against Tottenham, so for the same situation to arise of Istanbul, but obviously in a far bigger game, was so frustrating. Now, guys, right, what's your thoughts on that? Now, the Champions League, final, right? Imagine thinking you're going to the final and someone saying, we made a mistake, you're not actually going. To make it even worse, Josemi's going instead of you. Do you know what I mean? So, that bit, I feel for the lad. Now and then, should he have been going on the lash on a Friday night before a game or whatever? You know what I mean? I think it was the Friday and the Saturday or whatever. I don't know. Did you pay attention? What do you think about that? Because I'm not so sure that I feel like any sympathy there. Because if the boss says, hang on a minute, that's not very professional, we've got a fucking game and you're out on the lash. Yeah, even if you haven't been on the lash, you know what I mean? His lash might be different to ours or whatever. He might have drunk water all night and, just sucked fruit pastels or something. But have any sympathy with that one? What do you think about that one? I don't know. Anyway, so blah blah blah, and then it talks about Frustration, though, barely covers what happened after the game, and he explains what Warnock means when he says his relationship with the club changed in an instant. As Benitez and his triumphant players made their return to Merseyside, the non-playing members of the squad were left behind. This is Istanbul, placed on a separate plane so as to accommodate the starters' wives and families. It meant they missed a chance to parade the trophy through the city in front of 500,000 joyous supporters. Now, hang on a minute. You're either in the squad or you're not. So why should partners and stuff like that be with the first team players on that? I see how I feel for him now. Do you? So even if you travelled and you were on the bench, but you were part of the contingent of the club, for sure, then surely they should all been together. They shouldn't have been put on another flight. Terrible. That was unforgivable, says Warnock, who remembers arriving back at John Lennon Airport to be told that the bus had already left. I can remember watching it on Sky Sports News and thinking, what's going on? A couple of lads did their own thing, got taxis and caught up to the bus and got on, but the rest of us just went home. We got a half-hearted sorry when we went back to training after the summer, and that was it. For me, that night spelt the end of my career at Liverpool because of the way I was treated. It changed my opinion of the club, because there are a host of people who could have handled things better. We may not have played, but we were part of the squad and should have been treated as such. For Rafa, during that season, it was all about the squad, and everyone was in it together. Then after Istanbul, it became almost as if those 18 players had won the Champions League alone, when really others had played their part. Mellor had, Pongoli had, Letalic had, Scott Carson had. It wasn't just me who felt that way. I know Neil Mellor and Cinema Pongoli felt the same. It's sad that a night like that can be taken over something that could have been handled much better. I think, to be honest, guys, you've got to agree with him out here, don't you think? I'm with him. I'm with him on this. And anyway, he talks about he had a chance to go back to Liverpool 4 years later, and he believes that Gerard Houllier scuppered his dream move. Listen, I was at Aston Villa, and Gerard Houllier was the manager. We had a falling out. He'd had a falling out with him as well. There's a bit of the pattern here. And I had been bombed out of the side and told to train with the youth team. Then in January 2011, Kenny Dalglish wanted to sign me on loan with a view to a permanent deal. I wanted to go, but whether I'm right or wrong, I always felt that he made it very difficult for me to go back to Liverpool. This is Houllier. Almost like there was a jealousy that I was getting the chance and he wasn't. It was like he got one over on me. That was one of my biggest regrets in football. I would have taken a pay cut to go there, but my agent at the time never relayed that fact to Liverpool. He was just in it for himself. It never happened and I regret it. Very outspoken stuff. Anyway. What do you think? I mean, I remember Stephen Warnock. I mean, he was a likeable lad at the time. I don't remember him being particularly... wasn't a player that was like a big deal for me or anything. But there's often many players in the squad that aren't, they can't all be world beaters, can they? And they do all play a part. And I have to say that, excuse me, I do feel sorry for him in the sense that, imagine having your name up for a Champions League final and then being told that you got it wrong. That is fucking shit management. I don't care who you are, unless of course they change the mind. But it sounds like that wasn't the case. It sounds like they just went, "Oh no, we put wrong name." That's fucking hell, man. I don't like that. Going out on the piss before a game, or maybe not even drinking. Sorry, but just going out before a game. I'm not sure you can complain about that one. And again, he obviously had some disagreement with Gerard Houllier, which prevented his. I don't remember him being linked with us, but it could have been. I can't remember. Do you remember that, guys? A disagreement with Jed there as well. So I don't know. Any thoughts on the interview or Stephen Warnock in general? I know it's the international break, guys. There's not a lot to talk about, but I do like insight like this. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was a. Was he not a left-sided defender, like a left back? I'm sure he was. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's worth a look, guys. It's on goal.com. By Neil Jones, so I'm sure he tweeted it out on his Twitter, and yeah, that's it. All right, so let me know your thoughts on that. I think I've updated you with everything. Do you know what I mean? The dog's here. Do you want to see the dog? Because we haven't seen her for a while, have we? Do you remember the little dog I got, the little puppy from the rescue centre? Here, come here. I don't want to see you. You see, look, yeah. Yeah, you see yourself on telly. Come here. I can't lift you up because you're fucking massive now. Oh, there you go. Look. There you go. Can you see yourself? Oh. She's big now, isn't she? Do you not think? Can you see yourself? Yeah. Right, go on, piss off. That's the pup that I rescued from the rescue centre. Did my bit for society and that, you know what I'm saying? I was only talking this morning about maybe getting her a friend. You know what I'm saying? We need to get Rodders back on wall. Remember we had Rodders on wall? Yeah, he's in a box somewhere around here. Poor Rodders, man. Miss Rodders. For those of you that don't know, Rodders was like my little coat. You know, he was always in my vids. Was Rods, one of you guys that go back a long time with me. How long have we been doing these videos? About 8 years or something? I don't know. Go to the channel, KopTalk.tv. Type it in www.koptalk.tv. Look at videos and go back to the first ones. Fucking like that. Really, and like really fucking, you know, like cringe. When I stumble on them sometimes, the little thumbnails that come up and I click and I go, what's that video? What was I talking about there? It's like, hello guys, today. Now look at the confidence now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you up guys? Alright, how's it going? There's nothing else to talk about, guys, honestly. So, let me just check my phone. Nothing. No nudes or anything. So, if you're not doing out on Saturday afternoon, why don't you tune in to our sports show? It's all about football, really. We call it a sports show. God knows what I'm going to talk about if they ask me anything, because I have watched nothing. Honestly, I've watched nothing, and I know that they're going to be talking about the Spain victory, so I'm going to research a bit about that. But I just haven't seen anything. Do you know what? There was a couple of bits and pieces that I've got this app now, guys. Have you heard of it? It's called Pocket. I'm sure you'll have heard of it. And basically, when you're browsing anything online, you know, you can be... I've got dog hairs everywhere. You can browse something, and then, you know, you click share. You can share to Pocket, and it stores it for you, and you can go back to it. There's one there that I did for you guys. Can't believe that. I stored this one for you guys, right? And I haven't got around to talking to you about it yet. And it's called "Did Jim Fix It for a Fan to Play for Liverpool?" How was about that one? Are we allowed to talk about him anymore? I think so, because it's not really about him. But it's a really I want to talk to you about it later. So I've got that one stored, and I've got another one stored that's called Manchester City paid £25 million too much for Mahrez, while Chelsea got hustled by Real Madrid. So there must have been a reason I wanted to look at that. And then one last night, Spain 6, Croatia 0. Luis Enrique's side inflict the worst defeat in visitors' history. So I wanted to... it's actress, who is it? Lovren, the world's greatest defender, wasn't playing. That's what I want to know. I'm going to read that and research for the weekend. So I'm here as normal. It's very, very quiet. Very quiet. There's not a lot happening. Not a lot to talk to you about. And that's it, really. So don't think that I can't be arsed. There's just fucking there's nothing to talk about. You, by all means, put something in the comments and we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? So... right, I'll go. I was just thinking then, like, this video is 19 minutes long. I was just thinking, can you imagine if I had to hit record? I've done stuff like that before in the past and then just gone like that, right, fuck that, I'm not doing it again. So, right, I love you guys. Don't forget you can claim that promo below if you want to support me, and it helps you today. It's available till midnight. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go and put my chicken in. It's not a euphemism. I'm having a chicken, you know what I mean, tonight. I like my chicken. Whole chicken in a slow cooker, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Ooh, tender. Ooh, it's fucking good for you, that. Right, I'm off. Again, I love you. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Alright.